Hey guys, it's Max.
Angelica.
And Vadim.
And today we're doing another unbiased blind camera comparison with the brand new S21 Ultra against the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Go ahead and get out your pen and paper or your notes app. It's a lot more fun if you play along.
And I just want to say that looking at these images, I went out and shot them. This is going to be an absolute tough comparison, but there are a few shocking images that I really wasn't expecting. So let's go ahead and jump right in. You guys see this first one, what do you think?
I mean, to me, it's obvious the one on the left. I really hate when the white balance gets so cool, like the one on the right. It really bugs me.
I don't know if I'm just crazy, but it seems like there might be a little bit more detail on the right, but also the white balance is really messed up. And that might just be like some sharpening, but I'm also going with the left.
And the results are S21 Ultra. First point goes to that. Next shot right here, we have Theo chilling.
I think I'm going with the one on the right. I feel like there's a lot more detail.
Yeah, if you look very closely, you can tell that on the left, all of his fur is very kind of like smeared and soft.
12 Pro
Max.
Wow. So one for each, and we have a macro shot here.
Whoa.
So this is the closest each camera can get.
I think I'm definitely going with the one on the right. There's so much more detail and you can get a lot closer.
Yeah, the difference in detail is just insane. I think the depth of field on the left is just too overkill, so you don't really get much detail there. It's kind of like blurred out. So yeah, one on the right again.
S21 Ultra. And I will say that with the S20, shots like this look terrible, and now they have somehow fixed it.
And with that difference that we're noticing here, I do want to mention that we're going to redo this blind camera test with the new S21 Ultra, the Note 20 Ultra, and the S20 Ultra. That's 3 generations of Samsung phones to see what differences we have there. So definitely subscribe so you see that.
And here is the next one, and I have to say that I took like 5 shots each time because I wanted to make sure that the results were accurate, and what you see is accurate, basically.
Obviously they're right,
yeah,
of course.
The left one looks really bad.
All right, that is the 12 Pro Max, and it just has a faster shutter speed. With that huge sensor, and both are big, it takes longer for it to read it out. So this was just a natural shot that I wanted to get.
Makes sense, yeah.
And you can't grab it. And here we have a nice, beautiful, colorful piece.
I kind of like the brightness of the right one, but I feel like you can see a lot more detail on the left one.
I think I'm gonna go with the right personally because I like the extra depth of field, so the background looks a little bit more blurred out, so it kind of stands out. S21.
And now it's time to head outside on a foggy morning.
So with this one, the same issue came up where the one on the right looks too blue, but if you do look closely, the one on the left is just kind of soft. It's just not as detailed if you look very close. So personally, I would rather go with the right one and maybe fix the white balance a little bit because you can't fix that loss of detail.
Yeah, I completely agree.
12 Pro Max, and it's weird that once again, it got the white balance off.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of details that are crushed right here. Usually it's Samsung that gets white balance off, and they crush the blacks. All right, so now we have a selfie, one of the few selfies that are in here.
These are very different. The one on the right, there's a lot of added contrast, but honestly I like that because on the one on the left, you look old. Like,
hey, my hair's not great.
You do not look like that in real life.
Yes, I look a lot more attractive there. Let's say that.
So for me, I think there's a little bit too much, not too much contrast, but it's a little bit crushed on the right. That's what I don't like about it, and it's a little bit too cool. But the one on the left is extremely flat, and it has much less detail. It's much more soft, and it's just too flat. So the one on the right, for sure.
S21 Ultra. It's interesting that's more contrast here, when in the previous photos it had less contrast. So now we got a nice portrait shot at the park.
I like the one on the left more because the right one, there is like not as much detail on her shoes, and then with the portrait mode it messed up over here.
Yeah, it is a good point. For me, I'm choosing the left also, but because the details are not crushed, on the right you can see like the jeans are totally black, like in this area, very crushed. And if you look closely, there's more detail, especially like in the hair. If you look up close, more detail in the hair. So
S21 Ultra. All right, so now we have an ultra wide shot.
Right, easy.
Right.
Easy?
Wow, yeah, that's easy. First
There's
of all,
a lot of crushing.
Dynamic range, you could actually see blue in the sky, right? You got much more detail everywhere. The one on the left, everything looks like I don't know if that's orange or green. It's all like one color.
This is why we're doing the unbiased style, because I like the one on the left.
Really?
And I actually voted, I saw the images, but I chose which ones I like best. And I know my result out of all these images. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they get and also what you guys get. So you guys can comment below. That is the S21 Ultra once again. All right, so landscape shot here. Let's see if that 108 megapixels helps.
Man, this one is really, really tough.
It's almost identical.
Yeah, it's so close, but I think I'm going with the right because of the extra detail. I can just see everything's more sharp. It does have more contrast, but man, it's tough.
I'm thinking the opposite. The only thing that I can notice difference-wise is that there's a lot of crushing, so I see less detail
Because of that, yeah.
because of that.
Maybe over sharpened. I don't know.
So you're going left?
Yeah, I'm going
It's
left.
tough.
All
Ooh,
right,
I got the Pro.
S21 and
Nice.
12 Pro Max.
Oh, what? No way. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
You have the crazy zoom lens. This is so. No way. Wow. Is this 100x? Or...
no,
No.
This is 10x.
No. Oh,
That looks-
This is 10x.
That looks
The iPhone does have the new 2.5 times
Sheesh.
zoom lens, and it has deep fusion, which isn't where it's working here.
Look, you can see like the little trees way back there. This is all like a.
You can
blurred
see
mess. It's like a
Bigfoot.
painting.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, not only all the
That's
detail,
incredible.
you also get color. Look at that. This is just gone. So obviously that is the S21 Ultra. And then now we have another portrait shot of Emily here. And this is a really, really tough one.
With this one, I really like the one on the left because it has a more natural kind of blur roll-off where it kind of like goes deeper. The only issue is that right above her head, there's no blur at all in that section, which is really, really annoying. Whereas this one does a little bit better at that, but the detail is just so much better on the left. I don't know, it's just so tough.
For me, this is really hard. I think I do like the one on the left more, even though there's like some crushed detail. But yeah, like up here, this just looks crazy. There's so much blur here
Yeah,
and then
messed it up.
nothing there.
And
It's
also
pretty
behind the
messed up.
pigtail right there.
Yeah,
Behind her hair.
but then
Yeah.
over here, there's like a lot of her hair that's kind of too blurred, so you lose a lot of detail and there's some weirdness.
S21 Ultra. So they're both good at different things. This image looks like a DSLR. It's sharp, it's detailed, the color looks great. This isn't detailed, the color doesn't look good, but the blur is much better. We got another shot here.
Oh.
Another zoom.
So this shot, I was thinking about how much zoom shots did I put in. There's not too many, but this was a natural shot. They climbed up on top of this hillside. I wanted to take a photo of them so I can see them. I would take a shot like this normally day-to-day life. So
Yep.
choose one.
Why do you
Left,
have to
right?
ask? They look scary.
The one on the right looks way better. It is the
S21.
S21 Ultra. Okay, and we have a shot of Elon here chilling.
This one is very, very close, but if you look closely, there's more detail on the left where you can see like this texture and the wood and everything. And yeah, I'm definitely going with that left one for sure.
I disagree. I like the one on the right. I don't know exactly why. I just do.
Just like it.
Yep.
I agree. 12 Pro Max, S21 Ultra.
Okay.
So the iPhone colors are always a bit off. Still, the Samsung colors are great, but the iPhone, you look at the hand slightly, this looks like a DSLR photo as far as the blur. This looks like a DSLR photo as far as the detail that it's able to capture. All right, so
Ooh.
ultra wide over here.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, right one. Just for the detail's sake, I'm going with the right. It's more
I agree
ultra
for
wide,
that.
but because of the detail, I'd rather go with that one.
I think I'd rather go with the left one. The right one looks sort of like distorted in an unnatural way, where the left one looks more natural.
That's the point. No.
It's hard. It is really hard, and this is crazy how little distortion there is while it's being so wide. So you guys chose?
Yeah.
12 Pro Max and S21 Ultra. So far, it is a close battle, and I'm curious what you guys are gonna have to say. And the next one, bam!
What? What happened?
This
right
is
there?
not a joke. This is not a joke.
No way.
Wait.
I gotta tell you guys, I shot this
That's
3 or 4
hilarious.
times
Yeah.
to give this camera a chance. This is what you get.
No way.
How did that happen?
That's garbage. Sorry, that's garbage. All right.
It is garbage.
Yeah,
You can-
so left for sure. What is it?
All right, S21 Ultra, and
No
I have
way.
to say, this is the brand new 3x optical camera
No way.
using night mode versus Apple's 2.5x camera. So it's fair here, 10 megapixel versus 12. I did this, like I said, 3-4 times. This
Wow.
is the result every time, and it's
What happened? Is
the software is just
F-stop.
Trash. And we have another nighttime shot, but this is using standard cameras.
I'm gonna go with the one on the left. I mean, it brightened it up a little bit more. I can see more detail in the sign and in the table, everywhere. I like that one better.
Yep.
Same.
12 Pro Max.
Trying to catch up.
Yeah, is it trying to catch up now? All right, next one. We have a portrait shot at night.
Man, this one is extremely tough. They're just so close.
I say I don't like either one really.
Yeah,
They both look terrible.
But honestly, I kind of like the one on the right more because I kind of like the look of the bokeh better. And the one on the left just looks over sharpened, like sharpening to the extreme. I don't know.
And you know what? I don't even
like
remember which one of
crushed.
these is which.
Yeah.
Angelica, do you?
I disagree. I think the one on the left looks better just because there's like such a big lack of detail that the over sharpening I think actually
Helps.
kind of makes up for it.
I don't know.
And I will say,
I'm going
I don't remember
right.
which one is which, but the iPhone is using the 2.5 times lens, where the Samsung, even though it has that 3 times optical zoom lens, it still crops in digitally on the main sensor for
Really?
this shot. And but the results look very similar.
12 Pro Max.
S21 on the left,
getting
12
close.
Pro Max. And
Getting
I said
close.
it's a close one. And then
What?
I have to do a moonshot after you did that
way.
one.
Wow, that's so good. Is this this is 100x? Yeah.
This is, I don't know,
Right?
I just zoomed in as much as I could to fill the frame.
Okay. What?
And then the iPhone, I had to digitally zoom in a little bit more because it does 12 and a half. So this might be like
Look at that
30-ish.
noise.
And
How is?
I will say that the iPhone's moon looks a lot better than last time.
It's
that
fake.
2.5.
It's fake.
It's CGI.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know which one you guys would want. You
Yeah.
can actually take moonshots with this. This is incredible, and it
crazy.
wasn't that hard.
Wow.
The iPhone actually took like 3 or 4 times because I
Yeah.
thought my focus was going off. This was just
Wow.
done
that's
Honestly,
good.
this is one thing that would make me want to switch just for this.
for moonshots.
just for moonshots.
S21 Ultra, that one is very obvious.
Killer.
And here you go. This is another zoom shot.
Yeah, I'm going with. Oh man, that's kind of tough. I'm going with the right. I think I see more detail, and the lights aren't as blown out.
If I had to choose one to be my phone, I think I'd go with the right.
S21 Ultra.
Killing it.
Next one. This is nighttime. It was super dark,
Okay. Yeah.
and it's a nighttime portrait.
Yeah,
Selfie
I mean,
portrait.
left for sure.
Left.
A lot better.
Destroyed it.
Absolutely. S21
Man,
Ultra. So
Floating heads.
it's
that's incredible.
that's true actually. I was looking at the faces. Look at my jacket.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Next one, we have this nighttime scene with lots of bright highlights and then lots of shadow areas as well.
That's close.
These guys have been looking at this photo for, I don't know, a couple minutes now. And that
No,
shows
this
that
is-
both of these are great cameras.
It's so tough.
So you guys got
man.
to choose one.
I don't know. I'm gonna go
Flip
with the
a
right.
coin.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna
with
go
the
with
right.
the right too. This is
All right.
hard.
S21 Ultra. So
crazy.
both are awesome shots. It was really dang dark though. Super dark, I will say that. All right, we got one more. This one is an ultra wide shot.
Okay.
I like the one on the right.
Yeah, the one on the right, like the left one's super flat. Everything's all flat, nothing pops. But the one on the right, those lights pop compared to like those trees in the
Yeah,
back.
A lot of stand out.
More detail.
Yeah,
too, I think.
good points.
That's good.
I don't remember which one is which. S21 Ultra.
Wow.
All right.
Can't stop it.
And we got a clock tower.
Yeah.
You guys saw the wide shot. Here's the tighter shot.
Left.
Wow.
This is, for me, it was kind of tough.
Yeah, this one's tough because you have more detail in like all this kind of stuff,
In the
right?
brights, but less in the
everything's like
darks.
so flat, and you have like
And noisy.
all this noise too. Whereas this is more soft. It's not as detailed, but at least it stands out. Man, this is
I feel like there's
super
less
tough.
positives about this than there are about that.
I don't know. I mean, if your goal was to see what time it is, it's this one.
I guess so.
I don't know, man. I'll go left. I don't know.
S21 Ultra. I have to say though, this is a 2.5 times zoom shot
That's good.
with deep fusion. So when it starts getting dark, I mean, they process it differently, but I thought it was gonna be a much bigger difference. Now we have a shot of Emily, and then there is also a Noah hiding in the background.
Yeah, right. I know.
And I would say, like I said, it's super dark. So like the
Yeah.
snow to my eyes looked almost blown out. And that was like, I could barely see Noah. So both these cameras did a killer job at capturing this. I guess it's preference what you like.
I mean, I'm going with the right. I see more detail everywhere. More detail everywhere, so
Right?
I like that. Yeah, right.
12 Pro Max. Oops, I guess I got a glitch in here. That is the 12 Pro Max though. And now we have a street scene here, and both of these just did a killer job. I would say it's not perfect, but I was surprised.
I know what I'm going for.
Me too.
Okay.
Yep.
That was quick.
I'm going for the
Left.
right.
All right, S21 Ultra, 12 Pro Max. Now these signs were bright, and here was super dark.
You can see so much of the detail in it,
Yeah,
and
you
in
can.
that, and if you want, you can just bring it up and it'll be a little brighter.
A lot more detail here, even though it's 12 megapixel instead of 108 here.
I just don't like those reflections.
Yeah. And I
That
actually
annoys me.
For you guys need to see that this is an issue with the iPhones. All those little dots. Look how clean. Yeah, there's nothing here. And this was a really tough scene. Super bright and colorful inside. Pretty much pitch black outside.
Why'd you do all these tough ones, man?
Honestly, I did not expect this to be this close. I don't think we've ever had a test that was this close when they're both making images so similar and doing a great job at it.
I feel like I can see a lot more detail on the left.
This one's tough. I think I'm gonna go with the left because I guess like less details crushed like near the bottom, and then like I think the colors pop a little bit more on the inside,
you're right.
and the
I mean, it's
detail's
kinda more,
good
like,
too.
even and balanced.
Yeah,
You
I
are
like that
right.
one.
12 Pro Max. I actually didn't remember which one is which. This is the last one.
Okay.
Ultra wide shot.
Yeah, I mean here I'm going for the right for
too.
sure, just because of the contrast between the lights and the sky. The sky's all black, where here it's kind of like faded and
Yeah, I mean you kind of see
Not
the
as
clouds and
detailed.
stuff,
You
right?
can see trees.
You see trees and clouds,
you
so
do.
it's capturing that,
yeah.
but it's not the better image in my
it's
opinion.
not as detailed. Yeah.
12 Pro Max. So I think the last few have been the 12 Pro Max. So maybe
night
it's just
shots?
maybe it's more mature nighttime photos, but that's interesting because this is a new sensor here. This one they've used since the S20. It's just software differences. So
Yep.
all right, guys. So
That it?
pause for a second, guys. Go count up what you chose. We want you guys to comment first before hearing what they got, and then hearing what I got in my test. So go ahead and pause, guys. Did you choose yours? All right.
Yeah, we got them.
Okay, Angelica, what did you get?
I got 17
You want to show it off to them?
for the S21 Ultra and 11 for the 12 Pro Max.
Okay, and Vadim?
18 for the S21 Ultra
And
and 10 for the 12 Pro Max.
Wow. And you guys
That kills.
make sure you commented below. And this is why we do unbiased style. It's interesting, and we don't know which is which. Now, me personally, I disagreed with these guys a few times. I just personally like a little bit more contrast on some of the shots, and that's why we have preference. I got 14 and 14
Really?
when I was going through.
No way.
And I did not do that on purpose, but I also didn't do it unbiased like you guys did.
Yeah.
So it looks like, yes, the S21 Ultra is the better camera, and Samsung has done a fantastic job.
It's the king.
It is the king, not only in that zoom. I think the one thing is that 3x optical, I don't know what it's even there for.
knows,
It's
man?
marketing, I don't know. But the zoom is awesome, and a lot of the shots just look natural and great. Like the iPhones used to look, I guess. So there you
job,
guys
Samsung.
go. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. You guys don't want to miss out the comparison between this S21, the Note 20, and the S20. That's going to be very interesting. And check out one of those great videos over there. This has been Max,
Angelica?
And Vadim.
and we'll see you guys in the next video.